Today we are going to continue with the story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, one of the most mentioned prophet in the Qur'an, and in fact one surah, Surah 14, was entitled Ibrahim alayhi salam. So yesterday we were at the part where Ibrahim alayhi salam was ready to slaughter his only son at the time. And I gave you the example of the hadith from the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, who said, Ana ibn dhabihayn, that I am the son of the two who were supposed to be slaughtered. And the first one who was supposed to be slaughtered was Ismail. Ismail is the grandfather of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are 40 generations between Prophet Ismail and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he is directly his ancestor. That is why he said, I am the son of the two who were supposed to be slaughtered. The first one who was supposed to be slaughtered was Ismail. And the second one who was supposed to be slaughtered was in fact his father, Abdullah. His own father, Abdullah, was also supposed to be slaughtered. How come he was supposed to be slaughtered? Yesterday we began the story that Abdul Muttalib, who is the direct grandfather of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he did not have children for a long time. So he made a vow, he made a promise to Allah. If you give me 10 boys, I will sacrifice one of them for you. Give me 10 boys, I will sacrifice one. This used to be the habit of the Arabs, to make a vow, to make a promise to Allah, that if you give me this, I will do this. That's neither. So he made the promise to Allah. Allah gave him 10 sons. Now he has 10 sons. He has to slaughter one of them. It had to be Abdullah. But he wanted to escape the slaughtering. So what he did was cast lots. Put Abdullah here, put 10 camels here. And then cast lots. Cast lots like throwing dice. When he threw the first time, it fell on Abdullah. He had to slaughter Abdullah. He still didn't want to do it. He said, I will add more camels. He added 10 more. It became 20 camels. He cast lots again, it fell on Abdullah again. It kept going on Abdullah until it reached 100 camels. So instead of slaughtering Abdullah, finally the casting the lot fell on the 100 camels. So what did he do? He slaughtered, as a sacrifice, he slaughtered 100 camels instead of Abdullah, in place of Abdullah, who is the father of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Ismail, the ancestor, was saved from being slaughtered. His direct father, Abdullah, was also saved from being slaughtered. Two of them. If Ismail was slaughtered, there would not be a Prophet Muhammad. If Abdullah was slaughtered, there would not be Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, would there? That is why he said, I'm the son of the two who were supposed to be slaughtered. Now Allah has saved Ismail. Because Allah saved Ismail and Ibrahim passed the test, this was bala. It was only a test. Allah did not want Ibrahim to slaughter his son. He didn't want him to slaughter. He wanted to test him, to see if he was going to do what he told him or not. So Ibrahim, because he decided to put the knife on the throat of Ismail, Allah replaced it with a ram. He slaughtered the ram. Ibrahim passed the test. And because he passed the test, now Allah rewarded him with another son. Subhanallah. And this was Ishaq. And who was the mother of Ishaq? Sarah. The first wife, remember, the first wife did not have a son for a long time. And she decided to give Hajar, her own servant, to Ibrahim to marry her so they can have a child. Now they have a child, that is Ismail. Allah tested him with Ismail to slaughter him. He passed the test by being willing to slaughter Ismail. Then Allah rewarded him with another son, and that is Ishaq. Ismail is growing up. The next main story is the building of the Kaaba. Ismail, as a teenager, his father told him, I want you to help me do something. And this is where we learn the dua, رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. When they embarked on this mission of building the Kaaba, the first thing they said, Ibrahim and his son Ismail, was, oh Allah, please accept for us this action, accept it for us. Indeed, you are all hearing and all seer. See, this is a very important dua that we are supposed to say all the time. After you make dua, you can sit here and say, Ya Allah, accept our prayers. Ya Allah, accept our fasting. Ya Allah, accept this, accept that. But at the end, you should add, Allahumma wa Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka anta samiul alim. Accept from us. Because all the prayers, all the fasting, all the sadaqah, everything, there is no guarantee it was accepted. So you have to ask Allah to accept it for you. And because Allah accepted the dua of Ibrahim and Ismail, who said, Taqabbal minna innaka anta samiul alim, Allah accepted their work of the Kaaba. That is the reason why until today people are visiting the Kaaba. And every time we visit the Kaaba and we make tawaf, we go around the Kaaba, Ibrahim and Ismail, they get rewarded because they are the ones who built the Kaaba. Now they started building the Kaaba. Ibrahim was a mason, somebody who was building. He told his son, you have to go and get bricks. He told him the type of bricks. At the time there was no cement, there was nothing to glue them together. But Ismail would go and pick up a nice rock, very square, and give it to his father, Ibrahim, and he would set it down. Ibrahim alayhi salam, as he was working, building the Kaaba, which was a rectangle at the time. The foundation of the Kaaba was not a cube or square like it is now. It used to be rectangle. Okay? Throughout time, the Kaaba was damaged by some flood and rains. That is the reason why it became smaller until it became a cube. Ibrahim alayhi salam, putting these bricks together, was standing. Even me, I'm shocked. Tomorrow we continue, inshallah. Or next week.